Ladies, I've been out in the garden fighting with a mountain of weeds and I found myself feeling really frustrated. So we need to talk. We need to talk about why you keep finding yourself watching yet another reel on why your partner is a narcissist. Stop letting him control your mind. Look, I've been there. I know the relief and that little bit of sweet, vengeful glee. I think it's called Schadenfreude or something. Let me know in the comments if you know what it's called. But that little bit of glee that you feel, it comes from having others confirm that your partner or ex is a narcissist or a psychopath. Maybe the full dark triad with a bit of spicy Machiavellianism. But I also know definitively, as a clinical psychologist and former police officer, that each time that you do, it's keeping you stuck in learned helplessness, in playing the scenes of abuse out over and over again in your mind, counting everything that he's done to you as being evidence that he's a narcissist. But then doubt starts to filter in as you remember the good times, moments of what seem like genuine warmth or connection, even after the relationship ends. But here's what the issue is. You're assigning him power, making him seem special in his monsterhood. You're allowing him to continue to own the leading role of villain in your story. And secretly, deep down, we all love a villain. They're complex, slightly dangerous, the bad boys. On some level, we convince ourselves that underneath it all, he has hidden depths that if we just love him enough, the handsome prince will appear and that cold snarling beast will be gone. And that's the pattern that's going to keep you stuck. And it'll keep you vulnerable to staying or to the hoovering that will inevitably happen if the relationship has ended. In reality, he's just another predictable, messy human, but one that uses specific behaviours to get his way. Nothing more than a 5-year-old having a tantrum or sulking because he didn't get what he wanted. He's learned to do it because it works. There's nothing deeper than that. He's simply playing out a scenario in which he's assigned you, the role of being his possession, the pillow he can punch when he's frustrated, one he owns and who through a pattern of behaviours he effectively controls your mind. And if he controls your mind, he controls what you do or what you don't do. He controls your choices. There's no more depth really than that. He's only a human that's learned to behave badly to get him what he wants. Perhaps there is some diagnosis, but that doesn't matter in your case. What matters is that you see it. Any complex backstory of the traumatised boy with the trauma usually described as originating from a woman, a previous crazy partner, or a cold, selfish mother, it's served to you as a way to harness your empathy and your understanding when he ultimately hurts you again. After all, it's her fault. He can't help himself. He's just broken after all. It's your role in his story to work hard to fix him, but it's not. And the problem is that now the preschooler is in a larger and more dangerous form, that of an adult man, one capable of choice. And that adult man chooses to coerce and control you. Rather than focusing on casting him into a starring role, take that script back. Rewrite your story. Make him a byline only, an accurate one of just being a selfish human man, one who chooses to intentionally hurt and harm you simply because he believes he's entitled to, because he can. So he does. Let the labels go, the armchair diagnosing go. Take back the power that he's extracting from keeping you focused on him. Learn instead to recognise the overt and covert behaviours that keep you psychologically ensnared. Protect your own story by learning to track the patterns of coercive control. That's all I have to say. Take care.